Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and we have something very serious to talk about. It seems like Digital Foundry has in fact exposed the PlayStation 5 Pro for what it is. Now, they did an analysis. I guess they got a hold of some much higher quality footage for the PlayStation 5 reveal. Now, it is behind a paywall. You have to wait till tomorrow. So I went ahead and I paid for it, $5 a month, just to be able to watch their stuff. This kind of sucks, man. And it's exactly like the video I made the other day. I was telling you guys, after the little boys on Twitter, started coming at me or whatever, the PlayStation 5 Pro is not what you guys think it is going to be. It is essentially just an upgraded GPU for the PlayStation 5, which is essentially, in conjunction with the new PlayStation Simping Syndrome Returns, PSSR, is essentially going to... man, I said this pretty well in the last video, okay? So here's the thing. If 45% is what you're getting out of the GPU upgrade, that's not bad. I mean, that is good. That is going to give you overall better clarity in your visuals. It is going to do very minimal for your FPS. If your game runs at 30 FPS now, it's going to run at 30 FPS. Then, if it has a 60 FPS mode, they might be able to squeeze a little bit more performance, just depending on how the game is built. Now, think about this. And it sounds like from this this Digital Foundry freaking thing, if you are running your game, so basically it is essentially just upgrading the performance mode to give it like that 4K look on a 4K TV, which is cool. I mean, like, obviously that's what we want. We want our games to look 4K instead of blurry, but you are still getting the performance mode visual wise. So in some cases you might be getting, well, in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, this is the one they showed, you're still essentially getting the performance mode visuals, but now they're upgraded and scaled to 4K, and it still looks a little wonky or whatever, but it definitely looks better than what you were getting with just the regular good old performance mode, because now it actually looks a lot sharper on a 4K screen. I don't know, man. Like, I was pretty dang hyped and excited for PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm not gonna sit here and try to lie to you guys and not say that my FOMO was kicking in. But after watching Digital Foundry's little thing for it, it literally confirms what I already thought after giving myself a couple days to literally think about it. I've bought multiple GPUs this generation, my friends. I've bought multiple GPUs this generation. I've seen how they work. I've seen how they react. I've seen how different settings can affect your overall experience visually, performance-wise. I've seen multiple different things this generation to literally confirm that PlayStation 5 Pro, well, it is going to upgrade your overall visual experience. It is not enough, my friends, to justify $700. And then when you look at everybody out there buying the disk drives for $80 for this PlayStation 5 Pro, now there's already starting to get scalped, and you got to buy a stand for this thing. The one good saving grace for PS5 Pro is the 2 terabyte hard drive. That is good. I do commend PlayStation for that. But this console is designed for you, somebody that's already bought a PlayStation 5. That's who this console's designed for. This console's not designed as hey guys, this is the Pro model for everybody that's been sitting on the fence waiting. Come on into PlayStation, we finally have the one you're waiting for. No, this is designed to make you want to double dip on a console this generation, which is absolutely scummy. This should have launched day and date, like Xbox did with Series S and Series X. We can sit here and debate all day long Series S's prowess and power and whatever else, but the fact of the matter is it was designed to be a cheap entry-level console that could potentially play or could play next-gen games. Has Series S done a good enough job? That's up for debate. It's up for debate. I think it's perfectly okay, but at the same time, I wish they would have marketed that differently. But what PlayStation is doing to you right now is absolutely scummy. This is scummy. And after watching the whole Digital Foundry video and seeing that games like Alan Wake 2 are still 864p on a $700 PlayStation 5 Pro, that's madness. That's madness. You look at something like what did they say? Ratchet and Clank is The Last of Us 2 is still running at 1440p being upscaled. Oh my gosh. It's not giving you the experience that you thought it was. And this sucks. This is pretty scummy of PlayStation to go out of their way to soak you for another $700 after you already shelled out $500 for a PS5. This is ridiculous, man. That's who they made this console for. They didn't make it for... They made this console for those of you that are that have already bought a PlayStation 5. When you go through and you look at when you guys see this video tomorrow from Digital Foundry, once they bring it off the paywall or whatever, should go live on Monday, you'll see, man, just how freaking ridiculous this actually was. That PlayStation is charging you $700 for this machine. It is absolutely atrocious, and every single one of you guys that buy this, yeah, you guys kind of deserve to be taken advantage of. This is the part of the video where I highly recommend that you don't buy the PlayStation 5 Pro. I'll buy one, guys, and I'll buy one when it comes out. I'll run it next to the PC. I will do as much as I can to try to, you know, show you if it is worth it or not. But as it sits right now, after watching this Digital Foundry video, man, I can't recommend you spending another $700 on a PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm just being real with you guys. Now, PC's not the answer for everybody. It's not. There's some of you guys that could potentially benefit from PS5 Pro. Yeah, but I mean, maybe you're one of those people that just have the money. It doesn't matter, you know. You can afford it. You can go out. You can buy it. It doesn't really matter. You just want the best PlayStation experience you can get. That's fine. Obviously, you're exactly the target market for PS5 Pro. You know, and obviously PlayStation at this point does not care who they hurt along the way to try to drag them down. This sucks, man. This absolutely freaking sucks. The one good thing to come out of this is PSSR, PlayStation simping syndrome returns. Is the one thing that actually is pretty good out of this whole thing is that. Now, this technology will be expanded upon. It will continue to grow. It will get better. Just as DLSS has gotten better over the years, PSSR is going to continue to get better. This will be something that they can continue to use going forward with their other consoles. So yes, PlayStation 6 will probably have this. But this sets a precedent, guys, that PlayStation 6 could potentially be a fairly expensive machine. I'm thinking like the $1,000 mark for a PS6. Maybe they try to do something similar to what Xbox does. Maybe they try to keep PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro alive after the next part of the generation and still continue to develop games for this. But your PlayStation 6 is probably going to be $1,000 or better. $1,000 or better. That's the only way they're going to be able to do this. The rate at what GPUs and other things are increasing just this generation, or just over the course of, you know, the 30 series GPUs all the way up to the 50 series GPUs, that price increase is growing just as fast as anything else. So I would expect $1,000 PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6, and then potentially PlayStation is kind enough to continue to let the PlayStation 5 model continue to fill in the gaps or whatever for like a lower cost of entry for PlayStation. That would probably That would probably be the smartest thing for going forward. These the SSD alone for these new consoles is more than enough to kind of, you know, string them along a little bit. Hopefully PlayStation can continue to develop for both of them. I'm hoping that Xbox can do the same again. Maybe drop the base model of the Series S and just move forward with like Series X. But yeah, I don't know, my friends. I recommend a PC. I recommend you stop wasting your money on these consoles, especially if you're old enough and you can afford it. If you're that person that can buy a PlayStation 5 Pro and not worry about it and not have any issues and just be able to do it, and it's not that big of a deal, you are in the bracket to where you can switch to PC and you don't have to worry about this anymore. Yes, there's always going to be the whole freaking exclusive thing that is going to, you know, be exclusive for a little while before it comes to PC. That does suck, but I'll tell you guys from experience that being forced to play something in an inferior state versus being able to play that at the best you can get day one is worth the wait, my friends. It definitely is worth the wait. I've bought in these PlayStation 5 games, and then I've bought them again on PC, and I've played through them, and I'm like, wow, this is actually significantly better on PC. Playing freaking Horizon Forbidden West at 200 frames a second with crystal clear visuals, that is an incredible experience, my friends. Actually, I can get it to, like, if I use FSR 3 frame generation and then AFMF2 on top of that, I'm pushing like 300 frames a second, guys. It's pretty freaking sweet. Like, it's smooth, butter smooth, and looks crystal clear. It looks good. It looks good. I'm telling you guys, if you really love your PlayStation first party games and your Xbox first party games, PC is absolutely the best way to enjoy those your first time you play through them. Now, I'm serious, my friends. When we get like Spider-Man 2 that finally comes to PC, you'll see that, like, just the uptick of what that's going to be able to do versus what PlayStation 5 Pro is going to do when you've got like a high-end freaking rig or even just a mid-range GPU or a rig. You're going to get a better overall experience out of the gate while playing these freaking games, and it is awesome. It is awesome, my friends. I hate how freaking PlayStation, I hate how they're lying to us, man. I hate how they are trying to freaking hoodwink us again with this gosh damn PlayStation 5 Pro. And honestly, I'm not even joking when I say this. I am so happy that I switched to PC this generation, and PlayStation 5 Pro, honestly, guys, you don't even know how vindicating that thing is for me switching to PC. Like, that absolutely is just like, wow, dude, you made the absolute right decision, because they were going to keep nickel and freaking diming you every step of the way with these dang consoles. That, yes, there's a place for consoles, man. There's a place for consoles. $700 consoles? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's no reason for that. There's no justification that Sony can come up with for a $700 PS5 that doesn't have a disc drive and does not even come with a stand. It doesn't even have the freaking DualSense Edge packaged in there. And it's a Pro console? No. There's no justification for this. There's not. There's none at all. For what you get and what the Digital Foundry breakdown has just shown me, I'm like, no, dude, there's no justification for that. That $700 would be much better spent on a PC that is going to get you by. Think about it. If PS6 really is $1,000, $500 for the base PS5. Then they sucker you into buying another $700 console. Then they sucker you into buying that PS6 for another $1,000. Just the last two is $1,700. $1,700. That is a good PC that's going to last you significant. You could literally probably build my PC right now with a 7900 XTX for like $1,700. You could literally probably do that, and that will blow those away and absolutely trade blows, if not still surpass PlayStation 6 when it launches. So yeah, guys, we're at a very interesting point where you can get, like, you can invest in your PC now and build that thing out, and then like, you don't have to worry about your freaking games not being playable anymore. You can continue to play your PlayStation games much longer into the future at better resolutions, at better performance, and every time you upgrade your PC, those games are going to continue to get even better. Even better. So yes, you could probably jump in at like a 7600 XT right now and get a console experience. Maybe a little better in some cases, maybe a little worse in others. You could do that. You could 100% do that right now. You could jump in at like 7800 XT and absolutely destroy the consoles right now outright. Or you could jump in at the high end and absolutely obliterate them and like literally blow your freaking mind. And yeah, this is crazy. You have so many options in PC, it's not even funny. You can really build and spec out probably one of the best PCs that, yeah, like this is crazy. We have crazy power in PC right now. I don't know if this has ever been this big of a gap before, but man, I wish I knew. I wish I would have freaking done this so much sooner. All right, guys, I'm going to stop talking your head off. This is just Gamer to Gamer, just trying to help you guys put a little bit more into perspective. It is disappointing to see the numbers that the Digital Foundry's coming up with. I mean, we won't know exactly until we actually got these PS5 Pros in front of our face, hooked up to a 4K TV, just how good or just how if it will actually justify that cost. But $700, I don't know, my friends. I don't know. At this point right now, I feel like PlayStation 5 should be about $299, and I feel like this should have launched at like $549. $549 probably would have been more fair. I think it would have got less flack, and that there I would recommend. I'd be like, yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Sell your PlayStation 5, upgrade, put that money towards it, do whatever. But yeah, guys, I don't know. So, all right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun.